There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's got the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. A run for the quarterback. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback empties his backfield. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Ball's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the right. He's got it. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks free. Gives him the big stiff arm. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
3rd and short in college football today, you see.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the balls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! Excellent pass by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Dances away to buy time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pulls it in easily enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds a man on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big
touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown ball. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making side adjustments here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going for it all. He's got it. He's loose. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Fires left. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Got a man. It's Simmons. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pulls it in, it's Simmons. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Looking left. Got a man. It's Thompson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. They just keep firing. Buys a little extra time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This time he's got his man. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Vols are flying down the field. Finds his man. It's Staley. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Lets it fly. Hits the open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vols! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Snatches it on the run. Wide open space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
He's going to take off.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. Throws it back. Here's the pressure. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He missed it, no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Back to throw, it's Knight. The sure hands, it's Thompson. Finds a crease at the 20. The junk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Timeout, Auburn.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Turning it on. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.